Hi everyone, my name is Rachel and today I'm going to be talking about safety in the garden for children. So there are a number of potential hazards in the garden that parents should be aware of in order to make them safe for children to play. So never leave a child unsupervised in the garden and just making sure that you won't have a trusted adult is always around to keep an eye on them. It's important to check daily that there are no sharp objects such as gardening tools or broken bottles. So if you're going to use a trampoline, I think it's really important to implement a rule which is only allows one person at a time on a trampoline. The large majority of accidents happen when 2 or more people are on a trampoline. And generally it's the younger person, such as a child, who will be injured as a result. Also, when setting up the trampoline, just making sure there's on a safe and level surface and you use the safety net. So it's really important to go out into your garden and have a look for any plants that's in the garden and just making sure they're not poisonous then. It's also really important to make sure that you teach children to never eat the plants. So if you have got any gardening equipment, it's really important to lock it away in a shed or another secure area, and then never leave electrical equipment plugged in when not in use. If you've got any chemicals such as weed killer or fertiliser, just making sure you store these out of reach then of children and making sure they're in original containers, so don't transfer into food jars or drinking bottles. So if you have got a garden, just be mindful that babies and toddlers can drown in as little as 5 centimetres of water. So supervision is paramount around ponds and paddling pools. It's a very good idea to get into a habit of emptying paddling pools when young children finish playing in them then. So it's important to think about your neighbours' gardens too. So young children can wander off into them and drown in garden ponds, even if you don't think they have access. So just making sure that your child can't get out, especially if there's a road near as well. And if you've got fences then, just making sure there's no gaps and there's no exposed nails then sticking out. So if you've got any pets, just making sure you've got a separate area then for them to go to the toilet. If this is not possible, just making sure you clean up any mess then before the child goes out into the garden. If you've got a dog flap, just making sure it's locked when your children are around, as this can be an easy escape then for them to get into the garden. So if your child has a sandpit, just keeping that covered when it's not in use, because pets are more likely to go in and use it as their own personal bathroom. So if you decide to cook outside to make a change to the routine, just remember a barbecue can stay hot enough to cause a serious contact burn for a long time after they've been used. So all barbecues produce carbon monoxide, which is fine outdoors, but is deadly poisonous in an enclosed space. So never take a lit or smouldering barbecue inside a house, tent, caravan or a boat. So it's really important then to remember that when you are going out into the garden, and the weather is really warm, just making sure you use a factor 50 sun cream on children's skin to avoid burning, and just try and encouraging them to seek as much shade as they can. So I hope you found this information useful. Thanks for listening. I'll see you soon. Bye.